So, picking back up where we were, and I might try and, whilst I've got it paused, talk a slight bit on what I was trying to say about weight burden ammunition scales. But first I'll cover the situation. So the situation is we managed to push forward to patrol through the southern compound, so that's compound 2829. We were moving towards centre compound, and we've sort of settled in compound 1, and that sort of coincided with Taliban reinforcements coming through. So we've got them coming up this road, up this ditch, up through this road. There were some working their way from this ditch here, and some from this ditch here. And what we may find ourselves doing for this, certainly for this video, is staying put until we handle some of this. Water fire controller was bringing fire down on this bunch here. Javelins have nipped up and downstairs in the checkpoint to engage the command elements of these. So here we go, this example here, is it? There you go, so knocked out the headquarters there, hopefully disrupting the fighting unit as a whole. Likewise over here, I think we got the, I can't see them now, but there was a headquarters group, again moving down, part of this larger force. And we've knocked out the command element, see if that causes great disruption there. We're not in too bad a position, so the 7th Platoon has good sight of each of his sections. In one case it's just across one rooftop, 50 metres up the way, 100 metres out the way, so they are out on a bit of a leg. These guys are here basically to cover something like that, because I know these guys are working their way up this trench. Didn't want to leave them here because you could find yourself snuck up on quite quickly if they're working their way down here. So shuffling them there. Saying that, not the greatest line of sight. Whether they have to cross the road, not even that good there. I might cross the road and see if they still have contact with the commander. Broadly speaking, he's got good sight and communications with his sections. A&A was handling prisoners downstairs. Engineers, not got them doing anything just yet. Whether they join one of the sections up on the rooftop or what, not certain yet. And that's the general sort of layout. I suppose the other thing is GMG, GPMG, they're on fire arcs because, I covered this in the last video, they don't know where the actual patrol is. They know that they patrolled out this way. They have a rough idea what's going on. They do not know where they are, and certainly with the GMG, if there's potential for friendly fire basically. So that's what's going on. I suppose what I was trying to cover was the idea of weight burden very quickly. Now, I talked about this in the previous video. It recommended loading up at the Bulldogs. So that's what they're using for supply depots on this. I didn't, and I talked a bit through the weight burden, a bit through the ammunition scales. Basically, I think what we're looking at with each of these sections is roughly a patrol loadout. They're going out for a fairly typical patrol, fairly typical weight burden, I suppose. And potentially that makes for interest, because we will have to potentially keep an eye on our ammunition, because they are getting through it. Whether that impacts our ability to complete the patrol, or whether we have to make a call and withdraw back to the checkpoint when we're starting to get dangerously low on ammunition. But that's what's going on. I'll make one last check before I... Well, actually, no, I'll press go. I'll let this mortar fire mission finish, and then I'll get the guy to water fire on this group working up this way, I reckon. Units in here that might be
end of mission. Out.
open up on roofs.
Hello, fire mission, over.
So that's looking good. Problem with it being such a 360 battle at the moment is we are doing an awful lot of spinning around trying to get the best
Hello,
angle.
fire mission, out.
I don't know why it's taking so long to handle the prisoners, or whether that indicates there's a... There might even be guys next door, basically.
Shot, over.
Can't remember the exact
Shot, out.
mechanics in combat mission, but it's whether it means that there is...
Splash, over. Splash, out.
Sometimes they don't immediately surrender because there's a possibility of them unsurrendering themselves. I can't remember if that's going to be what's indicated here.
Shot,
Whether there's
out.
some guys in compound 4. So that's quieting down, that's looking alright.
Splash, over, out. Fire for effect, over.
I think once that one's done its little mission, shift over to this one, I reckon.
Fire for effect, out.
That's a good looking mission. What's going on here? So we're looking okay. We're looking okay right now.
Hello, round complete. End of mission, out.
Problem is we've lost sight of this now, so... do we want to call in fire on rough area, or do we want to wait till we have... I'd rather the mortar fire controller call it in on an actual target.
Hello, fire mission, over.
What I might do... I think the engineers, would they be more useful down? They have some line of sight, it's whether
Hello, fire mission out.
they have better line of sight from here. Because these guys look like they're working their way up on us here. I want these guys really looking that direction. They have some,
Shot over. Shot out.
let's take a look back here.
Flash, over.
Go on, please engage.
Flash, out.
Shot over.
Shot, out.
It's not a very good position.
Flash, over.
The other thing I've not really wanted to do is give targets. So to some extent I want the AI to handle their own engagements, and my job is to just place them in an effective position.
Shot over.
Shot, out.
That looks okay.
Flash over.
But I really do wish that they'd just fire on them.
Flash, out.
Fire for effect over.
Right, I'll sit back here for a moment.
Fire for effect out.
Trying to tell us what they're up to. He's not onto much right now.
Hello, rounds complete. End of mission out.
And still not finished handling these prisoners, which is, again, very ropey. I'd be tempted to... Yeah, I'm going to break off a section and see if it's because there's somebody in here. That'll be a decision I regret, inevitably. Do we want the javelin to engage these chaps? Here they come. Do not like that. So we've taken another incapacitated. Another. Well, wounded. Come on guys, get out. That was a very bad decision. That's how we actually extract that casualty now. I think that's the reason why this is not resolved. Could regroup the engineers and then I have to creep them up, I think. Alright. Mortars coming.
Hello, fire mission, over!
Really don't leave that guy behind. That's quite unfortunate. It's how to clear that out though now.
Hello, fire mission out.
In some respects it's quite useful that the GMG is being so cautious. I've not actually seen much fire going out from them. Speaking of which, I think we have to move that. Do not want that casualty to become
Shot
any
over.
more injured.
Shot out. Splash over.
Splash out.
Yeah, I'm going to try and do a little rescue on this.
Shot over.
Shot out.
So we'll get together an assault team. Try and clear that out. Problem is they are working up on us this way still. And the GMG is not actually
Splash out.
engaging right now.
Shot over. Shot out.
What I might do is whether they share information is the question. Because they might even just be useful for the optics on the javelin. And be able to provide
Over.
guidance onto the GMG, I don't know.
Fire for effect. Out.
It's still creeping up on that 20-minute point. Time goes a lot faster than you realise. I'll try and resolve this because I don't. Oh. Leave this hanging. We might need to at this rate.
Hello, round complete. End of mission. Out.
Go on, wrap him up. I think this might sort it. And then we can save the next one. Last thing I want to see is a blue flashing icon, basically. Hopefully. Yeah, he's surrendering. So this might wrap up. Oof. Well, there's something to end on. I will stop there. Leave it on that cliffhanger.